What's good, BPM gang? We back with another big buddy banger. You feel me? And today, we reacting to when anime. Oh wait, I'm tripping. Pause. Wait a minute. When calm anime characters snapped. By the way, before we get into this video, welcome to my channel. I am Big T. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting off with my channel with reaction videos. I kind of want to venture off and doing different things later, you know what I'm saying? But right now we doing reactions, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The reason I call you guys, you know what I'm saying? The reason I even call when I say BPM game, see BPM game, BPM, I changed it. Right? I know to you it probably stands for beats per minute, but it actually, my definition of it is big positive militia, because I want positive people to subscribe to my channel, because I'm not a negative person. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very positive dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't be doing too much, you know, so I'm a chill, laid back dude. So with that being said, if you enjoy this video, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully you'll like the video and you'll subscribe. You know what I'm saying? But we finna jump into this now. You know what I'm saying? I really like anime. So like, we finna watch this. We finna see calm anime characters snap.
When looking at a cast of characters in an anime, some people just make a bigger impression. You often have the loud character or the big guy. You know, those guys that you typically would expect to explode in a flurry to save their friends. However, today's list is not about those people. To be honest, I'm a bit more partial to the calmer characters on the side of the spectrum. After all, they make good candidates for today's list, which is going to be about some top moments of a calm character just snapping and raising hell. To shake things up a little bit though, I'm not limiting this list to the full introverted characters. I also want to feature some extroverted or outgoing protagonists who may not be as loud as their mentioned counterparts. Consider this a spiritual successor to the top rage moments, or a retake if you're new to the channel and haven't seen those videos yet. If you fall in the latter especially, I'd like to ask you a little favor and to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Now, let's begin. Levi's no Eren, that's for sure, and I don't even think that I'll be able to remain composed considering all the things he's been through in the whole of Attack on Titan. However, when he gets into the zone of raging fury, there's little anyone can do to stop Levi. He's got several of these moments, but I'd like to feature the OVA moment because it's one of those early instances and it's something that fewer people might know about. After all, I'm sure everyone and their children already know about him going ham on the Beast Titan. Seriously though, this moment from the OVA is more emotional than anything. You can just feel the power in the scene, and it further exemplifies the things that Levi had to endure to mold him into the strongest soldier that we know and love. Losing friends.
Levi was going crazy. That boy slicing their foot, slicing their arms, slicing their heads off. That boy was a demon. That boy a demon.
It's never easy, but hearing Levi scream and the pure emotion being channeled in this scene gave me the chills.
Bruh, this. Why he do his hand like that? My boy quadruple sliced his whole hand. Bro, look at bro, look at this, bro. Look how he sliced his hand.
Pure emotion being channeled in this scene gave me the chills.
Bruh. He ain't have to do his hand like that, bro. Nah, Levi a different breed. For real. What's the next one?
Talking about Levi really reminded me of Roy Mustang. It must be the similarities in backgrounds, but I think they had comparable rage.
I seen this episode of Full Metal Alchemist. I used to watch Full Metal Alchemist when I was a kid, bro. He burnt her alive, literally.
Moments where they just go to town against their enemies. However, I'd say that amongst the many scenes of Mustang kicking homunculus ass,
like you would think, I would say burnt her to death, but no, he burnt her alive. That's how That's how devious. He reincarnated her how much he burnt her.
Execution of Envy is by far the angriest he's ever been. Poor Envy didn't even get to finish his gloating before Mustang appears and incinerates him. People call this a fight, but as I've said in the numerous times I've talked about this before, it's not one. It's truly no contest really, and we see that even a homunculus's power is useless in the face of repeated, unadulterated violence from an angry Mustang. Yeah, you could argue that in some way Mustang C may not be as...
Bro, look at... Bro, you know how... all my smokers, you know how when you outside and you keep trying to flick the lighter to light your blunt? That's literally what he doing to her. He keep flicking and flicking and flicking, but he actually lighting her up. Only my smokers will know what that means.
As emotional as Levi's, but in terms of the destruction that happened, I dare to say that this one's more impressive. Okay, how about we move to main characters now then? Gon comes to mind. You all know what I'm talking about. Who could forget this iconic moment when Gon fights Beto and taps into his inner abyss, showing that way past the friendly and outgoing facade of Gon, there lies a darkness that he'd kept hidden for so long. It's truly a horrific yet cathartic moment to see Gon finally access this side of him. And it's pretty cool because unlike Levi or Mustang's moments,
bruh, he looked totally different. I never watched Hunter x Hunter, but I have seen clips of Hunter x Hunter. I have seen like, you know, like memes of Hunter x Hunter, but I never like just watched it. You know what I'm saying? But why he look tall? Why he built like a man now? Ain't he a little kid?
you can still see an unsettling calmness in Gon's scene despite him falling completely into nihilism. There's a sense of controlled frenzy, if that's the best way to describe it, and because of that, the moment's found its way into many people's top Hunter x Hunter moments. Before we move on to the next moment, I'd like to take time to thank our sponsors for
Oh my god, bro, it's always a sponsorship. Can I skip this? Thank you.
Jujutsu Kaisen's storied run has come to an end, but not before it gave us an amazing arc to cap things off. What I like about Jujutsu Kaisen is that throughout its run, it got the chance to show us some key moments from the main characters. Everyone knows Gojo and his moments, but it really feels like one got left behind as Jujutsu Kaisen wrapped up a couple of months ago. Megumi's moment came in at episode 23 when he finally leaves his comfort zone in the battle against the curse, pushing himself past his limits with his all-new domain expansion, Chimera's Shadow Garden. And I'm not sure about you, but I feel like it's a surreal sight to see Megumi pull off such a dark and ominous looking ability while bleeding with that crazed face on. Everything...
Nah. Why he look, bruh? He look dumb, bruh. It look... Why he look like he just got through sucking somebody's blood. Not gonna lie, bro, look like a vampire. Not gonna lie.
From visuals to the voice acting came together to make this a scene to remember. It came late in the show's run, but Jujutsu Kaisen really gave us a finale to remember for its first season. Now, this one hurt when I first saw it. Dororo seemed to be a standard...
Yo, why buddy look like Edward Scissorhands? Bro, he literally looked like Edward, like the anime version of Edward Scissorhands. If you ain't never watched Edward Scissorhands, bro, you should check it out, bro. It's literally about a human being that has scissors for hands. It's a pretty good movie.
fantasy demon hunting series with a nifty premise, but I think the one moment which sets it apart from the lot came pretty early on. I'm talking about episode 6, when we get to see the full glory of a raging Hyakimaru who just tears through everyone in his sight. It's a level of violence and anger that I didn't think I'd find in this show at first, but Hyakimaru makes a whole show out of the bloodbath that happens in that episode. Remembering the scene there really reminds me of the Levi moment that I talked about, but there's something just so much more
Bruh, he sliced him in the throat. Ugh. Imagine getting sliced by a sword in your throat, bruh. Oh my god, that's graphic, bro. Like, bro, like that's instant death, bro. That's instant death, bro. Getting sliced in your neck, bro. If you survive that, bro, like, bro, you won't be able to eat, bro. You might have to put your food, like, how you gonna chew your food, bro? Like, ain't no way you surviving that, bro.
Settling with how Dororo did it. Maybe because the violence was done not against monsters or demons, but people. Or maybe because of how much more graphic it was. Anyway, this is the very scene that showed everyone that despite his quiet and reserved nature, Hyakimaru is something you wouldn't want to trifle with. In a callback to Gon's moment,
bro, whoever made him, bro, they pissed that man off. They pissed that man off, man.
We have another protagonist embracing the emptiness within. It's Mob with his question mark percentage form. Among the whole gallery of Mob's forms that tie to his emotions lies the deep depths of the question mark form, an enormous power that represents the strength that he repressed in order to appear normal. This is by far the most terrifying form of Mob, no questions.
Bruh, that boy's so powerful, he made that man get butt naked. Bruh, you know how strong you gotta be to literally blow away somebody's clothes? Dude literally powered up and made the man butt naked. He already bald. Like, that's not the only thing that he losing. Oh my god, these corny jokes are too funny to me.
From the whitened eyes, the wildly flaring hair, to the evil-looking aura. Now, imagine if you were some unfortunate slob like Teruki. If seeing that form out of someone you've just been beating up moments ago doesn't give you the creeps, I don't know what will. The look on Teruki's face after seeing the frankly terrifying Mob face says it all. This new form of Mob literally beats the clothes and hair out of the Kokiteru, although I won't say that he didn't deserve it. In each of its subsequent appearances, this form's unloaded, unadulterated destruction on all that dared oppose it. And you'll quickly understand why the calm and unimposing Mob would prefer tucking this form away for good. It's something that you should all look out for if you're someone getting into Mob Psycho.
I know they heard it. Getting smacked with a stick. Ain't gonna lie, I got smacked with a broomstick before, bro. So I know how it feels, bro. That stuff hurt, bro. It hurt, bro.
It's a no-brainer to end the list with the show with the greatest fondness for flipping the switch, so to speak. Gintama's probably the poster child of anime that can shift from comedic and goofy to straight-up epic action and drama. No one embodies that trait better than Gintoki himself. For all the goofiness and relative chill that Gintoki has, he can turn into an unstoppable engine of destruction when the right buttons are pushed, as you see in various instances in the series' storied run. For me, my favourite amongst those would have to be his fight versus Jirocho. The ambiance is perfect. The rain, the perfect soundtrack, and the sequencing of events and fight choreography make...
How is you smoking in the rain? What? I can't even smoke in the rain, so how is he smoking in the rain? Anime logic, bruh. Anime logic.
It's a standout moment to show your friends, if you can find the fight in high quality, of course. This is one of the most passionate scenes in the series that I can think of off the top of my head. Seriously, just watch the clip and be amazed. Then, ask yourself, This is Gintoki? On another note, an interesting thing about this moment is that it's the only moment on the list that doesn't result in a victory for the angry man. Gintoki's so consumed with rage that he never got to fight properly and reasonably, especially against a monster like Jirocho. Gintama's not like one of those anime where getting angry or fighting for those dear to you
Oh, he broke his stick. That's tough.
automatically wins you the fight, you know?
Bro literally got punched into next week, bud. Hey, you can't mess with these old people, man. These old people, some of these old men, but stronger than you think, bud. Better leave them old people alone, bud.
As I close the list, I'm always on the lookout for scenes like,
hey, man, that's the end of this video, man. Wait, is this the last one?
the ones I just mentioned, so I'd love to hear your suggestions on other scenes that I can take.
Okay, just making sure. Yeah, it's over with. But hey, man, if you enjoyed this video this much as I've enjoyed this video, make sure you like the video. You know what I'm saying? And if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and subscribe, bro. I would love to, you know what I'm saying, communicate with you guys in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? And you know, welcome to my channel. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a part of BPM gang, all you gotta do is subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you want to be a part of something that's positive? You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do you like that, so why would you do me like that? You know what I'm saying? I support everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you had a YouTube channel, I would support you, bro, for real. Because I'm a positive person. I believe that hard work, if I see you grinding, I'm gonna support you. You know what I'm saying? I'm grinding. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing out this great content. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm pretty entertaining. This video is pretty entertaining. So, you know what I'm saying? All you gotta do to join the BPM gang is subscribe, turn on post notification bell. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, I'm out, bruh.